Hi again. On this week's 3-Minute Marriage, we're going to be looking at the proposal. Just a recap. When you buy the ring, make sure you have a receipt. As they say in aeroplanes, in the unlikely cause of the woman saying no. And it does happen. Rarely, but it happens. Make sure you have a receipt. Okay, we're going to look at 3 types of proposal. Traditional, different, and awesome. The traditional way of proposing is always have a restaurant, get down on one knee after the meal and produce the ring. But you don't just pick any restaurant. Find a restaurant that's not too expensive but a bit more than you're used to. You don't want the girl to feel uncomfortable. The second thing is, don't tell all your friends what's going to happen, because somebody is going to let the cat out of the bag. If you want your friends to be there to capture the moment, then tell them an hour or so before, hey, well, I'm just about to propose to Kathy, come down and be here for the event, right? Second one is, go beforehand and look at the restaurant. Pick out the table that you want. Check out the menu. Say hello to the waiting staff. Greet the manager. And when you turn up on the evening for the meal, then you're greeted at the door by name. Your table is waiting, sir. Your favourite table. And it's all very, very special. Does not need to be expensive, but the personal touch is important. If you're going to go to a foreign restaurant, Italian, Greek, French, make sure you understand the menu. It's worth talking through the menu a few days before with the waiter or the manager, so on the night you are not going to look stupid. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you know what food she likes. Now, you can do this by asking her parents, asking her friends, but don't take her to a restaurant, then you find out that nothing in the restaurant agrees with her, or whatever she eats is going to give her hiccups, or she's going to throw up. The second type of proposal is the one that's different. Now, you've really got to know her, him, you've got to understand their psyche for this one, or it could easily backfire. Now, by different, I mean, well, here's an example. A friend of mine, he took his girlfriend or his future fiancée to a fruit farm, and in the fruit farm they picked some mangoes. Now, he'd already been there the day before. Remember, preparation is important. And he'd inserted a diamond ring inside a mango. And so after they'd been round the fruit farm, he asked her to pluck one or two. They sat down and he gave her a knife and she opened up the mango, and there was the shiny engagement ring inside. Different, yeah. Another way, somebody else I knew, he took his girlfriend to her favourite dessert shop, and there had a word, when she was at the toilet, he had a word with the staff, and they brought across her favourite dessert, and she ate it, and right at it, she said, there's something at the bottom, something hard at the bottom of this dish. And as she looked, it was a glimmering engagement ring. Now, these are different. These are not for everyone. Like I said, you've got to really know your partner before you can do something like this. Okay, lastly is the wow. What do I mean by wow? I mean big, brash, expensive, ridiculous, awesome. The wow factor. Now, that could be having an aeroplane flying past with a banner that says, marry me. It can be taking her to a city centre and having the words up in fluorescent lights on a building, will you marry me? Right? A photograph of her on the side of a building. It can be that big. It can be going away somewhere exotic and getting down on your knee on the beach and saying, here, be my wife. That's the wow factor. Most people, I've got to say, have got a mixture of all 3. My proposal to Jasmine was a mixture of all 3. It was a bit traditional, it was a bit different, and it was certainly a bit wow. Let me explain. I had booked to go away to Hong Kong for a Disney holiday with Jasmine. Jasmine was working at Disneyland, we got a discount, it was a good deal. So we went to Hong Kong planning to stay at the Holiday Inn. Unknown to Jasmine, I had the ring with me. So once we'd hit the level on the aeroplane, Jasmine fell into a snooze and I got up and went to the back. Unbeknown to Jasmine, I was waiting there with the ring. A stewardess woke her up. She looked shocked and surprised. The stewardess says, quick, come with me, it's very urgent. Jasmine was panicking, thinking the worst. Where's Charlie? She went through the curtains, and there was I, down on one knee, surrounded by beautiful cabin crew holding up a ring and giving her my speech. We sat down in our seats. It was announced in Cantonese, Mandarin and English by the captain. Everyone applauded. We arrived at the Holiday Inn. They knew already. We arrived at the Holiday Inn. There was chocolates and flowers in the room. It was an awesome, traditional, different type of proposal. But like I said, a girl remembers 3 things in her life: her first baby, the first home she lives in, and the day she was proposed to. Take time. Somebody once says that proper planning prevents poor performance. Get it right, she'll never forget it.